What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first ever tour to you. I'm your host, Jukebox Ginger, along with my co-host Jesse here. Not really co-host; he's just my other host here with me today.
I like that.
Yeah, no, that's good, right?
I'll
So I
take it.
want to first off give everybody a big shout out. Because of all of you, we've raised over $200 for Seek Safely, this nonprofit organization that we actually reached out to ourselves. We picked them out because of what they're known for. So, but before we get too into it, I'd like to kind of give Jesse the floor to say hey to everybody.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us on this adventure. And Jukebox for the opportunity, like a while ago, to come together and make all this happen. I love music. I love the story behind it. I love the stories behind the musicians, what makes the music, what creates the inspiration behind it. But also personally, like how music has influenced me. So that's kind of how, my side of things happened with this whole thing, A Tour to You. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. And I'm excited to be a part of this and to share this experience with you guys.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for these artists that have came out and told us these stories about themselves on our In the Lounge with JG and Brofiki, this concept probably wouldn't have been done the way that it is, which is fantastic, because a lot of these artists are they're speaking through their music and they tell us about it on our podcast. So we've created this charity concept with mental health based off of these are the artists that we've had on and the stuff that we've done. And there's such a message in music. For me, it's such a it's a way to break the ice for me. When I'm fine, I can talk to anybody, and I listen to all sorts of music. So when I meet someone and ask them what kind of music they listen to, somehow there's a way to interact with them. I either know what they listen
Connect.
to, yeah, we connect.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. There's so much music out there to enjoy. So I want to just thank everybody once again for being a part of this. I want to thank all of the artists that have put together what they put together here tonight, and I'm really pumped for it.
So what are we presenting today?
So we are
experience right now.
when
Super
we
cool.
when we reached out to these artists, we told them to send us whatever they want us to showcase for them. This is their perception of what they want you guys to see. And I am impressed with the diversity and the differences between all of these sets.
I agree. So we've got artists from just starting out on the internet. We have artists, musicians with no labels. We've got people with no record deals. We got people with Hollywood stars. The point is, it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. If you have a voice and you want to be heard, we want to help you be heard, to be seen, and to be acknowledged.
Right.
So yeah, we've got a lineup that's really cool. A lot of different genres of music. So,
and I also want to point out Seek Safely. This nonprofit organization that we decided to pick out. Their cause, what they do is they help people that have mental health issues find credible resources in their areas, so that they don't ask for anything besides for if you need help, reach out to them. And it amazes me how many big names are out there and how many people are all about the money. They're big business corporations that say they're there to help, and sometimes it's not that way. And being able to find these smaller organizations like Seek Safely and to showcase them, not just the artists, but them as an organization, is fantastic to me.
Yeah. One thing to note on that too is it's not just mental health awareness tools for you, for yourself, but it's for you to better prepare yourself to help friends and loved ones too.
Right. Yes. And I want everybody to understand whether you're on your phone or you are on a computer, there is a live comment section, which is already starting to roll. We got Return of the Critics, Randomness Podcast, and Scotty Hastings, which is one of the artists, already in the chat. So
excellent.
Yeah, utilize the chat. We can chat with you during the sets. But I want everybody to enjoy this. This is all for you guys. You guys watching right now, this is for you. And I am so ecstatic for it. Laser Kitten, how you doing? There's another artist right there.
There we go.
I do want to go ahead and throw this little it's a little 38-second promo clip for Seek Safely. We're gonna throw it on here real quick. All right, everybody.
Excellent. Let's do that.
Seek Safely. It's our mission to empower seekers to have a safe and meaningful self-improvement journey.
Why do we care? Seeking to be your best self is an amazing, beautiful human impulse that has led us to create art, invent technology, tell amazing stories, and reach the moon.
But we saw the dark side of self-help in 2009 when a recklessly run self-improvement retreat led to the death of 3 people, including my sister, Kirby Brown.
We want people to seek, to dream their big dreams and chase their beautiful goals. But we want to make sure they're safe along the way.
Sorry for cutting you off, Jesse.
Oh, it's fine.
What were you going to say?
Loud noises.
Loud noises.
I was going to say, and then afterwards, the itinerary essentially is just we're gonna do some about the artist beforehand, right? Is that
right? Yes. Before each set, we will
introduction.
Yes. Yeah, we have 7 artists. We have artists from multiple genres. The lineup is Laser Kitten. She's an EDM artist. I hope I got that right. There's so many different like subgenres for everything. It's then we have country artist Scotty Hastings. Royalty Cult. They are in post rock, alternative rock. They got some of their heavy music in there as well. Nev, rapper Nev, which we found on TikTok. He's been on the show already. Luna, she is more of a R&B soul sound to her. Also a wonderful person. I've known her for a long time. Ray has been a friend of ours since the day that we asked him to come on our podcast, and he's an amazing guy.
He made me drive, I don't know, 11 hours. He didn't make me do anything.
And then last on the list we have today, Darren Dowler, classic rock artist Darren Dowler. He's also a singer, a songwriter, producer. He's got several movies out there.
Save it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Their intros. That's a lineup. It's super cool.
Right. So we got Laser Kitten coming up here. So let's talk a little bit about Laser. You've actually met Laser and been to her shows.
It's actually a really cool story.
Go ahead, bring it on.
All right. So I photographed my largest show, DOS Energy, 2 days before my surgery for my knee. So it was the first time I've ever been into EDM music. Okay. Some quick background. And I have surgery. I can't move for 6 weeks. That's when we started doing podcasting because I was stuck in a room. The first day that I left the house, I met Laser Kitten. Friends of mine, it was August 27th. I'll never forget it because it was a very special day for me anyway. But first day out of the house since surgery. And I went, and the headlining artist didn't have a media crew. And so I offered to take photos. There's a venue that I've done photos for quite a bit. So I did that with my cell phone, but I also had a full leg brace on that was black metal, and I'm wearing all black and stuff. And she opened for him. And my partner was just like entranced by her music, just loved it. And that was kind of like her first experience in it as well. And so after the show, we helped clean up. She was outside with her mother, I believe. And I was talking to her. I'm like, hey, this is a great set. And that was the first time we met. And that's how I met her. Was literally my first day back into the world. And it was my first intimate EDM scene type thing. Because I went to a festival first, my first experience. And then this was, in a small space. And that's how we met and synced up. And my partner wanted to learn a little bit about how to do this stuff. That's what we talked. And, from what I've done from media and marketing, I was like, hey, let's connect. I'd love to help you. She likes your stuff. I had a good experience. And so since then we just kind of been in contact. And I would say that, she's a friend of mine, which is cool. And I really support what she's doing.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's been doing a lot of festivals based on these notes that we got on her. I mean, she's been a DJ and producer for years. She says, let's throw this on here. Said, yep, that was me and my mom. She's my biggest fan.
I love that so much for you. Like, you guys were so awesome. And thanks for just being kind and being a part of this too. But go ahead.
Yeah, of course. And the set that we have for her, you actually did a lot of the filming to help make this happen, right?
Yeah, it was honestly, we just drove back from Las Vegas from meeting Ray, who's on our lineup, and we were up for like 36 hours. And as soon as I got back to Salt Lake, I realized I saw a post of hers on Instagram that she was playing locally, and I'm like, hey, I reached out to her, I was like, hey, like, let's come do this. And so yeah, we did that, and it was cool. I'm excited. First time really dabbling with film and putting things together. And with your help and with Coda, we were able to do that. So it's just a really cool experience, especially you know, with her career growing, and then after like seeing her at that one show, and like just, it was incredible. So yes, we did get a help with that.
That's wonderful. And Darren Dowler is here as well. So if anybody wants to, if anybody wants to ask any of these artists questions, they are in the live chat. I can't promise they'll be through the whole thing, but they're here right now. So ask questions during the set. If it's something that they can't answer because they're not available, we can always reach out to them and get the answers for you. But I want to get into this first set after we talk a little bit about who she is. And based off of it, says she loves anime. Look at that. I'm not huge on anime. I don't not like it, but
oh, to be clear, do you understand? Okay, I'm just gonna point this out, and so she loves Pokemon, I believe that's what it is, and she did something for that, made a remix, and had like a really cool success story there. So Pokemon's anime, so even just cartoons. Think about it.
So yeah, she's been a big support for hundreds of shows, lots of festivals, and she's been doing this for 12 years. That's awesome. Are you ready to get into this first set?
Me, of course, I've been looking forward to this for months.
All right, guys, here we go. First set is Laser Kid, and I'm so excited for this.
Hey y'all, I'm Kat, and music is therapy. It's a way of expressing myself. It's my way of connecting with others. I put my heart and soul into it, and it lets me just express how I'm feeling, and other people connect with it. It's an amazing experience, and I love getting to make music too. I really hope you enjoy what I've done, and
as the night gets cold, feel the time gets slow. Let me underneath your skin, show me what's within. Too much time to waste. Is this life I make? Breaking through to you. Too much time to waste for this life I make. Breaking through too late. Is this now my fate? Too much time to waste for this life I made. Breaking through too late. This is now my fate. Let me underneath your skin, show me what's within. Hold me as the night gets cold. Feel the time gets slow. Let me underneath your skin, show me what's within. Too much time to waste. Is this life I made? Show me what's within. Hold me as the night gets cold. Feel the time gets slow.
I think the water could be darker. Let's dive into the bottom and figure it out. And when we're deep under the surface, we can try and burn it and find our way out. 'Cause it's too cold to be washed away. It's so cold to be washed away. Hey, 'cause when we hit the rock bottom in a clean gutter, we are rock solid. 'Cause we break freeze, fucked up. Show no colors, but we all color mono. Chrome makeup and illusion, so cold. And we're all running through a circuit, just finding how to work it, to figure it out. Stuck in a cage within a circus, not knowing where to turn to and find our way out. 'Cause it's so cold. 'Cause it's so cold. And I can need a purpose or a God that I can worship, so I can find my way. And I can need a purpose or a God that I can worship, so I can find my way, my way, my way. To be washed away. It's so cold to be washed away. Hey, 'cause when we hit the rock bottom in a clean gutter, we are rock solid. 'Cause we brain freeze, fucked up. Show no colors, but we all color mono. An illusion, so cold.
Breathe. Focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathe. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Breathe. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. We all die. The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Breathe. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Breathe. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathe. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Breathe. 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 Focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathe. 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 Inhale and exhale.
That was amazing. Jesse, you still there?
Yeah.
Your video is not working, my friend.
Oh my goodness. I didn't change. One moment, please.
You're good, man. You're good. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I know I enjoyed it. Laser, that was a fantastic set. And those songs choices as well worked perfect for this concept of what we're doing tonight. So I just want to say thank you for being a part of this. And you are the only EDM artist we have tonight, and it's fantastic. I love the diversity between all the artists on here tonight. And again, I can't. I'm gonna keep repeating this throughout the night because I just love and appreciate all of you for being here. Laser, we will be getting you on our podcast soon, and I can't wait to hear your story. It looks like Jesse is having a few issues, but I'm sure he will be right back. Was there two people making out at one point in front? I honestly don't know. I probably should know that because it was on repeat, but that is possibly. I mean, come on. There he is. There he is. Welcome back.
That was very strange.
It is all good. We're actually talking. Scotty asked if there was two people making out at the front at one point, and I said, I don't know. I don't really.
I mean,
possibly.
I think that would be a good thing, honestly. It's like, oh, just loving each other, good music, whatever. That was a cool experience.
Randomness said that he was making out with himself.
Oh.
She said that wouldn't be the first time that this has happened at one of her shows. Laser, everybody's loving it. I mean, the comments have been fantastic. Scotty, I'll check it out again after this, okay?
It's like, where's Waldo? It's like, where's the making out scene? Do I know those guys? Like, hey, you're famous.
Yeah, no, that's funny. And actually, Scotty's up next. But first off, Laser, once again, thank you so much for being a part of this. And actually, I think Breathe is probably the most on point for what we're talking about tonight. Focusing on mental health and when people get anxious and nervous, or there's too much going on in your life. Sometimes just taking a breath and stepping back for a moment helps a lot. So
definitely.
So next set, Scotty Hastings, man, you were my second guest on In the Lounge before I picked up Jesse to be my co-host on this wonderful experience that we've had and we'll continue to have going forward. And you have an amazing story. So, and I don't want to say too much because I actually asked him to tell his story for us tonight. It's good. It's about 10 minutes long, but you're gonna want to listen to it. He's a great guy. His love for music shows. So the final song that he has tonight really touches base on the same topic that we're focusing on as well. So again, Laser, she said I wrote that song because of her own mental health. So she knew it would be perfect, and it was. So thank you. So Scotty, you've been doing music since you were a kid. I mean, you've enjoyed music since going to church as a kid, correct? And it looks like you grew up, you got into the military. Things happened, which I don't want to get too into the details on. And when you got back home, you picked up a guitar. I mean, I know that's not exactly the full story, but yeah, no, I'm really excited for this next one. He said he's been singing since he was a kid. So yeah, I was right. Good for me for being right.
The wheels on the bus go round.
Jesse, you haven't had we'll need to have him back on now that you're back.
Yeah, I haven't met Mr. Hastings, but I have been following him ever since your involvement with him and our partnership, and then also with the promotion of the show. So
yeah, wonderful.
I'm excited for this too.
He's a great guy. If anybody ever wants to reach out, you can reach out to all of these artists that are on here tonight on Instagram. They all pretty much respond immediately on their DMs. So yeah, let's get this next set rolling.
Excellent. Let's go.
Talk to you soon. I actually need to get it set up here.
So I actually didn't preview a lot of the submissions, which was great. Like I just made sure that they were there and it was uploaded. And
no, that's good.
Nope, I'm gonna save it. So I'm in for a treat on a lot of these things.
That's good because these are wonderful. And actually, bear with me, guys, because I'm way behind here. I'm having to Google Drive This is the first time we're
Just
doing
a
this.
side
so,
note, we are not technical gurus. We are we're lovers of music and people, and we are storytellers. So sometimes, especially with Mercury in retrograde right now, that's a good excuse for everything, but it's actually an accurate statement. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. Like my webcam just stopped working, but I didn't change anything. Thanks, Mercury.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm definitely not a technical guru at all.
We should all like
That
collaborate on a song together about our love for Mercury and how it changes its emotions and waves as quickly and as rapid as it does, and how it affects everyone and everything.
What does it say? Pretty sick. Yes, it was pretty sick.
What in the world?
Okay, here we go, guys. We are gonna make this happen.
Yes.
By fours, tune in the fence after a storm. Get a day's worth of hay where the cat race. Some dirt on the floorboards, you truck it. You get to get track of 30. Everybody before game chicken. Gets 20 to the mile, 50 for a tank. You can call me crazy, I don't care what you think. It's hollow ground in my escape. Speakers cranking Skinner on the interstate. With the tires humming, the V8's rushing. Nothing else can touch it. You don't understand. Tricky. Kids school at 9 a.m. It's where my girl sits on the weekend. Throw a blanket down, the best seat in town for a movie at the drive-in. Tricky. Gets 20 to the mile, 50 for a tank. You can call me crazy, I don't care what you think. It's hollow ground in my escape. Speakers cranking dirt on the interstate. With the tires humming, the V8's rushing. Nothing else can touch it. You don't understand. Tricky. It's 20 to the mile, 50 for the tank. You can call me crazy, I don't care what you think. It's hollow ground, it's my escape. Speakers cranking Skinner on the interstate. With the tires humming, the V8's rushing. Nothing else can touch it. You don't understand. Tricky.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Scotty Hastings. I'm a combat wounded Army infantryman and a Nashville singer, songwriter, and recording artist. I wanted to take a second to kind of tell my story a little bit. April 21st, 2011, I was in Afghanistan. I was in the Kandahar province of Afghanistan when I was shot 10 times. 5 times in the shoulder, 4 times in the hip, once in the thigh. I have a whole video on my YouTube explaining it, but I don't have a whole lot of time to really explain my injury and everything that went into it and the whole mission. But we were going to suspected bomb maker's house to try to figure out what the heck was going on over there. And walked up on a guy who was maybe 10 meters from me, and he was hiding behind a wall, and I didn't see him until it was too late, and he shot me. He was too close to miss. I was in front, and during the patrol, I was the Valen operator, who was in the front of the squad as we moved. And so I took the brunt of the shots, and had a buddy who got shot also in the left forearm. After my injury, I got medevaced out to the Kandahar airfield, where they initially started, taking care of me and trying to save my life. I was, for all of y'all who are going to ask, yes, I was alive, and I was awake literally the entire time from the moment I got shot until I got to Kandahar airfield. So went to Kandahar airfield. They finally got me good enough to where they could medevac me and move me. They wanted to, the first step is lawn stool. So went to lawn stool. On the way to lawn stool, they actually lost pulse in my arm because a bullet had nicked one of my arteries that they had missed. So they lost pulse. And they did not. So they ended up having to take a vein out of my right leg and replace the artery with the vein out of my right leg. So got to lawn stool finally after stopping in Bagram on the way for that emergency stop. Got to lawn stool, spent a couple days in lawn stool. Everyone was just getting me ready to come back to the States. When I got back to the States, I went to Walter Reed. I was at the original Walter Reed before it got moved to Bethesda. And I was part of the move. So I got to the original Walter Reed, and eventually everyone packed up and moved to Bethesda. So I was inpatient at Walter Reed for a month, in and out of surgery every other day, where they were cleaning my wounds and, OT, occupational therapy, PT, physical therapy, all the different therapies that I can think of. Came in and were talking to me and were trying to help me out. Eventually, after that month in inpatient and 6 hours, I was able to talk. Actually, it was probably more than 6 months, 6 or 7 months of outpatient. I was able to talk the chain of command into letting me go back to Fort Riley, where I deployed out of, because my guys were coming back. When I got to Fort Riley, I went back to doing all my medical care and everything. But I needed something to get out of my head, right? Our biggest issue with being veterans is that we get in our own head. And a lot of times the silence is what just brings on the demons. So I needed to get out of my own head. I needed to find something to do. So the physical therapist had basically a list of all these adaptive sports that I could try. I grew up playing sports. I was really competitive growing up. Played semi-pro baseball until I joined the military. So I knew I wanted to get back into sports. I knew I needed that competitive edge back. And so I got into adaptive sports. I really couldn't find a whole lot until I found archery. When I found archery, I was able to find it was a calmness that, was able to come over me, while I was shooting archery. So I was able to find that, finally found it. And, of course, I'd do that for 5-6 years, whatever. And then COVID hits. When COVID hits, archery shuts down. And, like I said, the demons come swarming in really hard whenever it's quiet and it's, there's nothing going on. So I needed a way to get out of my head. I needed something to do. I needed to fill my time. So I started learning how to play guitar. I always had a guitar sitting in the corner of my room, and I figured, what better time than now? I got nothing but time, and I need something to take my mind off of everything. So I need to figure out how to play this. So I deep dove into learning how to play the guitar. And finally, I learned, found an incredible release and an emotional, disconnect from everything in learning how to play the guitar. And then I learned how to write songs, and then slowly started to find that little bit of release in writing songs. And then I figured, I know how to play a guitar. I know how to use a capo now. I'm learning more and more and more. So I want to get out there and I want to play. Why not? Like, I want to get out there. Like, why not? Let's get out there, get on stage and try it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I grew up singing, never played the guitar, but I grew up singing, and I was like, man, I enjoy singing a lot. Like, I'm learning these songs. I'm really learning how to play the guitar. I'm really learning how to sing with playing the guitar. So let's go do it. I got on stage. The first time I got on stage and sang a song, that was it, man. I found it. Like, that was my escape. From then on out, I knew that me being on stage was the escape that I've been looking for forever, right? So with archery, I was able to find an escape for about 7 seconds at a time. With playing music and playing live, that escape is on steroids, because I get 3 hours, 4 hours worth of that escape while I'm on stage, because nothing in the world matters except for me, my guitar, the music that I'm playing, and the people that are surrounding me. Nothing else matters. All the depression, all the PTSD, all that crap, it's all gone. So I knew that in finding this escape, I knew that this is what I wanted to do for a living. I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I have nerve damage in my right hand. I can't straighten my fingers. I can't do all the fancy guitar work, but I can strum pretty well. I strap a pick to my thumb, and that's how I go. And I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I knew I lived for those 3 hours, 4 hour moments where nothing else in the world mattered except for being able to play music and being there in that moment with people. And as veterans, that's what we look for, right? We look for those moments where we can just, nothing else matters except for that moment. All the depression, all the PTSD, all the thoughts that come racing in your head, nothing else matters at that moment. And that's what we look for, right? We want to escape that. We want to get away from it. And I found that in music. I didn't want to tell my story today just to toot my own horn or anything like that. Hopefully someone out there uses it as, inspiration to get up and try something, man, find something, do something. I mean, at the end of the day, what do you have to lose, right? I had nothing to lose, right? So I was just like, screw it. I'm just going to get up on stage and I'm going to go do my thing. And it worked great. Now I'm playing, music down on Broadway in Nashville. I'm a recording artist. I'm talking to labels. Like, I have a whole career that's being mapped out in front of me. And it's because of just taking a leap, right? Like, I mean, I have nerve damage. Who ever thought in a million years that I'd be able to play the guitar with nerve damage in my right hand? But if I can do it, I guarantee you can do whatever you are trying to do or want to do. You just have to try, right? At the end of the day, it's us that set the limitations for ourselves. There's always a way around trying to figure out doing something that you want to do, but you just have to give it a shot. So hopefully someone out there finds inspiration in that. And that's my story. That's a little bit about me, a little bit about my injury, and why music is my escape. It really is. And hopefully I can use it as an inspiration for people who, have disabilities, or people who, have had, hard times or things come upon them, and use it as an escape or an outlet, just use it as some type of inspiration for them to find something that gives them that feeling of escape, being able to get out of their own head, being able to get out of their own way and just enjoy what they're doing. So thank you all for listening to my music. Thank you all so much for listening to this, for me to rant for 10 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything you do. And please follow me. I have a long YouTube video. It's about 32 minutes worth of my injury and everything that went into it. If you want to check it out, it's on my YouTube. But yeah, check me out, scottyhastingmusic.com, or at scottyhastingmusic on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that stuff. Go check me out. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are amazing. And without y'all and people who, support me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. And have a great rest of your day.
Friday night down at the Legion Barn, Bill opened up a box of old cigars. Said on this day back in '69, long best friend of mine. Connor said that's a place that I've been. And I raise glass to friends and the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, the times and places they may change, but things stay the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them all living in the stories that they tell. Bartender says next round's on me. I spent some time overseas. Tonight's my first night behind this bar. Bill handed him a cigar. With the faces in the pictures, they may change, but one thing stays the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them on living in the stories that they tell. Yeah, some will laugh and some will cry, and sometimes they'll wonder why. And I've been there, so I wrote this song. I know the need to carry on. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them all living in the stories that they tell. Yeah, we sure do miss them, but we keep them all living in the stories that we tell.
So good. That's such a powerful message.
Thank you so much, Scotty, for sharing that and your story. I truly
Seriously.
appreciate everybody for being here. But man, like, just I'm not crying. You're crying.
And I asked Scotty to talk a little bit about what happened, because it fits really well with what we're here for tonight. And actually, Jesse, I want to not only Scotty, do I want to thank you for your services, but Jesse, you were also in the service as well. So I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. How long were you in the service?
8 years, 4 years active.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was cool. It was I would have stayed in for life. I had to get out with a family hardship, becoming a single parent of a 2-week-old and a toddler. I started out human resource specialist, learning processes, everything with the military. And then I was a recruiter for 2 years. And then I went to be a cryptologic linguist, actually, with signals intelligence. So I went to language school and did all that, and it was cool. My career was just getting started. I volunteered to go to Afghanistan. The day before I left, I found out that I didn't have the support on the home front So I truly appreciate everybody that has had the opportunity to serve before me and alongside me. So Scotty, thank you personally, and everybody that supports our military. It really did help my life a lot and whatnot. So anyway, thank you. Catch me off guard there, man.
Well, I mean, I like
it.
to give appreciation when it's deserved, and especially for those of you that have been in the service. It's not something that I've had the privilege to do, and I won't do due to things, but it's there's a lot of respect from people, and we don't know and see what you guys have to go through, so it's to show my appreciation is just, I mean, it's nothing. So
well, thank you personally.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And yeah, I mean, right now I think it's we get to support people in their service and their decisions, and yeah, it's super neat to be a part of. This is probably the best decision I ever made for myself, to be honest.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
And not to start, getting through this. We've done 2 sets and it's been 53 minutes. This has been pretty impressive.
Yeah. I mean, we blocked out a few hours. I mean, and that's the thing with you and I, like, we like not having a script, guys. Like, we
Yes.
just want it to be a real experience, and to share our appreciation of people and music overall.
Mhm.
And it's cool because we are the producers, the directors, the script writers as we go.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. So yeah.
So, and we're gonna kind of switch up the vibe here from country to this is an acoustic set coming up here from
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, screw having
I'm excited for all of them,
right.
but it's so different. It's I love it, and that's the point. Like, all of you guys, if you didn't know about each other, here we go, and I want to bring people together. I'd love to see like a mashup, like get everyone together, like just to like collaborate on one song, be like A Tour to You, track 1, and we could start. You know what I mean? I don't know, something crazy fun like that.
What we're doing is very different. There's not a lot out there of what we're doing, and we are showcasing artists that probably would have never collaborated like this or even heard of each other. So it's a fantastic concept, and the fact that it's going the way that it is tonight is even better, because I mean, I'm loving every bit of this, and it seems like everybody in the chat is too. So thank you guys. Royalty Cult, there they are.
You're up next.
You guys showed up. You're up next. And I'm so excited to show this their set. It's a live acoustic set that they did. Well, I guess it's not live now. It was live when they did it. But each of the band members talked a little bit about what music means to them. So without further ado, let's
A
get
royalty
into
cult.
Cult.
Excellent. Let's do it.
I guess
Wait, what?
they are from LA. I
Yes.
said we should probably talk about it before I just jump into their music.
Just gonna
They are from LA. There's a 3-piece band, I believe. That's correct. Don't shame me if I'm wrong, but you can correct me if I am. But they've been around since
According to the
2020.
video, there were 3 members.
Yes, there are 3 members in the acoustic set that we will see tonight. And again, it's an amazing acoustic set, but they've been around for just a couple years now. They're trying to get their name out there. Their most recent single actually features, I can't remember her last name. It's Gail something. If you guys are wrestlers, she is a retired pro wrestler, and she's featured in their new single. So it's a pretty good song, but that's not what we're showing tonight. We'll let you guys watch that on their YouTube channel.
Fun little tidbits.
They need to get the appreciation on their YouTube channel as well. But let's get into it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Lex Wolf. I love music because, for me, it's always been a pillar to help me through the worst of my anxiety-fueled moments. I really fell in love with music and then fell in love with playing guitar when I was in high school, when I discovered heavy metal. Things outlet. on the inside, and it's helped me
haunted by visions of you. They're empty and lifeless. It knows the truth. I feel you're on fire, waiting out all my time without you. Life lost in the night, looking for light and desperation. Crying, I'm broken inside, losing my mind in devastation. Why I push you away, ending each day in separation. When I said that it would last, I got it wrong. Yeah, I never thought we'd live to be undone. And you couldn't feel my pain, all the hurt that suffocates. You don't know, you don't know. I feel you're on fire, waiting out all my time without you. Life lost in the night, looking for light in desperation. Crying, I'm broken inside, losing my mind in devastation. Why I push you away, ending each day in separation. I suffer in silence and hold on to pieces of you. I'm a failure on fire, waiting out all my time without you. Life lost in the night, looking for light in desperation. Crying, I'm broken inside, losing my mind in devastation. Why I push you away each day in separation.
So I get asked a lot what I would do if I wasn't doing music. And the truth is I already experienced it. I went to college for neuroscience. That's what my degree is in. And I had my very adult tech job after college. And I was absolutely miserable. So I gave it all up for the instability of a musician, and I'm happier than I've ever been. So to be honest, there really wouldn't be a life without music for me.
I see the writing on the remain the same. I feel nothing at all. There's nothing left inside without your light. No, I can't see anymore. I still feel you on my skin. I still see that look inside your eye. As you were getting lost in mine, I will wait forever. If you want me to, if it's what you need. Do you lie awake at night? Do you dream anymore? Or are you haunted by the silence? I've been left this way. Distracted lust will last to trust you back. In my head, all I see is life's regret again. What motivates my music is life. Music's all I've ever known, and I try to be real within my lyrics, and substance is very important to me. Music helps me get through every day. It's all I have, you know, so I want to make this my life for the rest of my life, and, you know, just continuously do the best that I can. That's really what motivates my music and motivates me is the music itself. I truly believe that it makes the world go round. This place is a prison, and these people aren't your friends. Inhaling thrills through $20 bills, and the tumblers are drained and then flooded again and again. And there's guns at the on-ramps, onto the tee, and you may case the ground seems to Puget Sound, but you are not permitted to leave. I know there's a big world out there like the one I saw on the screen in my living room late last night. It was almost too bright to see, and I know that it's not a party if it happens every night. Pretending there's plenty candle prom when you're drinking my candlelight. And what does it take to get a drink in this place? What does it take? How long must I wait?
Three sets in, man, and then I just can't get over how good this is going. Royalty Cult, that's not only the setup and how you presented that set, but those songs are very like they kind of dig, you know, they hit you.
Rar.
It
means I love you in Dinosaur.
Oh, there you
go. T-Rex hugs.
So first off, they are a 5-piece band. I want to correct what I was saying. So sorry about that. But I do recommend, I mean, if you guys like their acoustic set, you got to go check them out on YouTube. Their music is good. They got some heavier stuff. So if you guys aren't into heavy stuff, yeah, at least check them out. There's no like deathcore screaming going on, but they're fantastic. I've checked out a lot of their music and it's all wonderful.
I agree. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I got to know them a little bit through social media the last couple weeks, which were really cool. I love music all around.
Oh yeah. And that's why this is like the fact that this is going the way that it is just it's making me so happy. I can't stop smiling.
I mean, at the end of the day, like what is success, right? For me, it's do I enjoy what I'm doing and the feeling that I have when I'm doing something. For me, I'm like, yeah, man,
right.
Like, I get to meet these guys, talk to them, experience their stuff, but also like music that they create, or like just I love it. I'm enjoying myself. So success for me is just being here with you and having everybody here on board and supporting this and everybody interacting with each other. It's neat. And this is our first time doing this as well, guys. This is an idea we've had for you've had this idea for a long time. And then after I came on to the podcast with you, we just kind of like solidified. It was like, let's do that thing that you wanted to do now. So,
right.
It's rad. So this is cool. I like it.
Yeah. And it's, and to have artists that are having artists that are interested in just being a part of this has been fantastic. So thank you all again. And I want everybody to know you can find any of these artists on any social media platform. These are either people who have been on our show or are going to be on our show. Royalty Cult, the last set that just played, I've been talking to them about them coming on the podcast. I know you have a list of people that you want to get on. And if it wasn't for you guys listening tonight and just our people that listen to us on our podcast, it's, I wouldn't say that we wouldn't be doing it, but we wouldn't have that drive of, man, we're doing something big and we're doing something good.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, we're only like 8 episodes in, something like that.
Yeah.
This next artist, Nev, is, I mean,
Yep.
the story behind Nev is actually really impressive because
It's pretty neat.
Jesse actually just sent me a link to him on TikTok and said, "Hey, check this guy out. I want to get him on the show." And within 3 days, we had him
Within
booked.
3 days. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's a rapper out of Colorado, and
Denver.
out of Denver, Colorado, who's made it big through social media. And now he had an almost sold out show recently where he headlined.
Yeah, and then he got his first gig out of state now.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's doing big things, and his music definitely hits home for a lot of people. I do want to give everybody a heads up if you have kids in the room watching. He does have some vulgar words in some of his music, so just be on the
Some
lookout for that.
explicit content. But
There
yeah,
you
thank you
go.
for the heads up. That's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to throw that in there because I don't want anybody to be upset and say that we didn't give him a heads up. But his lyrics do hit home, and I think two of these songs out of all of them, I think, hit home the most for me. But I'm so happy to have him a part of this as well, along with all the rest of these artists, and the fact that things are going the way they are has been fantastic. So without further ado, unless there's something that you want to throw in here, are you ready to get into the next set?
I was just gonna say this. So in terms of this as well, so like the biggest reason why I wanted to do this specific project with you is awareness, right? So some of these artists are new, some of them don't, have like I was mentioning earlier, labels or record deals, or ever really shot like a music video in a production studio or anything like that. You don't need that, and so I wanted to do this with the intention of sharing awareness of these musicians and their talent. And that's kind of one of the questions I always ask people, like when we're on our show, like, what's your goal, or, what's this, or, what would you like to do? And so I just throw it in there. Like if anybody ever comes through Salt Lake or is touring or whatever, like I would love to meet you guys. And, I love going to live shows. And so when we interviewed Nev, he was really excited about a certain threshold, about his music being seen and played. And so it was just really cool to be able to help in that regard. And I think what's really good about this, and my advice and to anybody on here watching this during the show, is the power of social media is just unfathomable. Like it's unreal what you can do regardless of your music, where you're from, your background or whatever. But just sharing somebody else's content, just a quick thing, and just like what I do with you and the clips that we've done, I feel really good about that. And watching Nev grow has been really cool, and watching everybody else grow, and I just think it's super cool. So yeah, like you were saying, we found him from TikTok, and I never thought that I would discover new music on TikTok, to be honest. Ever. Didn't even think about it. And then it happened. I'm like, hey, go listen to this. I think I tagged you and somebody else like 2 days ago as well. I'm like, this song. And so that's kind of what we're doing. So yeah, I just love sharing things.
It's fantastic. And that's why, I'm everything that I do, not just podcasting, but the branching out that I've been doing lately and the other concepts that I've put together, including this, is about showcasing other people. I want to give people the opportunity to be heard. And, stuff like this is just, it really makes me feel like I'm doing something. And even if it's just a little something, it's something. And it means a lot to me. And I'm meeting some amazing talent, amazing people. Everybody that I have on here that has already been on our show, I keep in contact with. Like it's on a regular basis.
I
and
try
it's
to.
fantastic.
That's what I love about you. So you like talking to people on podcasts and stuff. I do photos. And that's how I give thanks is, hey, you're out here doing stuff. And if you're here, like I'm gonna do your photos. Like I did photos for Trivecta last night, doing photos for Slushy tonight. Very well-known EDM artist, but I never listened to EDM until a year ago. So it's just interesting. Like that's why I'm like, okay, photos, speaking, like here we are doing this. So all right, let's get into this next
great. Yeah, let's get into Nev, guys. I hope you all enjoy this.
What's up, everybody? My name And I hope you guys enjoy the set that I have prepared for you guys. Before we start, I was asked how music has helped me. And what a simple but also complicated question. But to simplify it, music has helped me to process everything that's gone on, good or bad, in my life, and kept me more grounded so I could take my thoughts and put them on paper and create something that hopefully everybody can. It's just helped me become a better person, I feel like. And I also think in my self-growth, it's helped me become who I am today. So it's kind of how music helped me.
Okay, yeah. Look, I was told if you don't make time for the things you love, you get swallowed by all the things you hate. I was taught if you don't reconcile with the things you've done, you get haunted by all your past mistakes. I believe if you don't love yourself, then nobody will. That's the harsh reality we have to face. I was taught you can't rush love, it just comes and goes at a natural pace. With that being said, I want something that is real. I'm over the Tinder swiping in the hinge like it. I want something I can feel in my heart, I can feel in my hands like it's tendinitis. I need to learn to repent my vices. I need to learn how to let it go. I need to stop spending all my time with people that only prevent my growth. You think you know me, you really don't. You've never taken a loss. You don't know what it's like talking your blood off the ledge. You never untied the knots in the noose. Your family hung on a fan. You never given your heart to somebody, then watch them just crush it in front of you, cupped in their hands. You never suffered. You never suffered like me, but I promise today that you will understand. Promise today that you will understand. I told myself that the person I was in the past would never dictate who I am in the future. To all the people who treat me like trash, you get recycled through all of my music. You become topics, the content I'm using. You become farmers without even knowing, cause you plant the seed that I'll harvest whenever it's blooming. Wait! I'm barely human. I think it's true and it's fair to assume it. I belong next to the lyricists, next to the joiners, the hopsters, and NFL. Help them just carry balloons. And hey, I put the pen to the pad the moment I did. I made a whole name for me. I run on pain and my pain started paying me. Mama, don't pray for me. I got the heart of a lion. Whoever you deem is the goat, I'm a lion. The goat is just straight to me. I do not compete with anybody. Only person I compete with is me and myself. They just wanna knock me off and try to strip my talent, but I'll never let them reach around and take my belt. I was never focused on becoming a celebrity. I'm focusing on setting up my family so they'll never work again by creating my wealth. Rappers only talk about topics that make the persona harder, but every lyric that I've jotted on top of this paper is everything I lived, everything I felt. I don't need you to save me, you to change me, let me go. I don't need you to change me, I've been changing on my own. Only God here can judge me, is that truthful? I don't know. All of my scars, they tell me where I've been, but they don't dictate where I go. All of my faith's been tested with this music, I just pray I stay afloat. Yeah, I hate to float. I don't know, it's time to float like Pennywise said. I wish I could change the path that I am on. I swear to God, I'm on autopilot. I know that the highs and lows that I have wrote are so defiant. I put my entire soul inside the flows that I've been writing. I condone that I'm a tyrant. I just wonder when time is. What's the chances I'll go gold away? What's the chances I'll go diamond? Ay, they want that ignorant flow. They want that ignorant style. They want somebody to stay in the lane that'll never push boundaries. Now they're all mad at me cause I keep pushing around. Swing for the fences, I'm breaking down barriers, breaking down walls, and I'm taking the crown. Made my own way and I know that you hate it. I should've just taken a job in construction, the way that I'm paving the ground. Keep my name out of your mouth. I know you're anxious, I'm making a legacy, making a name with my sound. We are not equal, no we ain't the same, cause you'll never slow up on my grind and you'll never catch me break it down. They want me buried by all my regret, but they never will bury me now. I write from the heart so these people can relate to it. The needs I learn to cater it. This recipe is dangerous. Reach that I am aiming with is reasonably angering the MCs I'm entangled with. Feelings that I'm bringing to the table, Da Vinci could never paint this shit. Money in your jewelry you think you entertain us with is nothing but a lack of creativity. In other words, you're nothing but the industry's basic bitch. Cheap talk leads to cheap results. Hate the braggadocious folk. You showboat, I sink the boat. The way I open fire on these rappers, I can fill them with so many holes. I need a toe tag for every single toe. Blow! Told you I'm the freaking goat. I mentioned it in every single soul. The shock values I'm bringing with these lyrics, you would think my veins will fill with 3 trillion volts. At my shows, you can see my fans weep when they sing my quotes. They understand that love is just a fallacy, cause women say they want a loyal man, and they pass around that pussy like a stoner with a plate of freaking pizza rolls. Bro, ignorance is bliss is why really I don't need to know. I'm focused on achieving goals. You're focused on the drinking party, pussy blowing reefer smoke like a Wiz Khalifa clone. Then you wonder why your life is fucked up. You miss the zone. Put your whole identity inside a fifth of vodka that you're drinking every weekend, ho. If you want to change your life, first you gotta change your habits. I hate when people tell me everything, happens for a reason, cause a reason is a product of your actions. Actions are a product of decisions, and decisions that are solely based on all your habits. So when you try to tell me everything, happens for a reason, it's a cop-out, cause you ain't to face the fact you're the reason that it happens. So quit with the excuses, or it's fuck you, you fucking bitch. Suck a motherfucking dick. Every single come tip. Come to grips. Life is not your struggle, but there's peace behind the suffering. Life's a heavy hitter, so you need to learn. Truculent fucking men live a life that is nothing but full of trouble and disgruntlement. But I truly seize the moment and truly just emphasize every single blessing that's blessing me in my life. I wrestle with conceptions of trying to do what's right, but all that does is make me start second guessing my choices and decisions I decide. So fuck it, I'ma try to move on. I'ma cut all the ties in my life I don't want. Compartmentalize my own pride, only listen to my gut. Push you all aside in opinions that you flaunt. If you hate me, then that's fine. I'ma use it as some fuel just to leave you in the dust. You told me I'm the problem, now you're giving me apologies, but sorry ain't enough. Now I'm on the road to riches, I feel like I'm Jordan Pippen, all the ways I could ball out. People show me love so they can try to take advantage, but I'll never let my guard down. Through the darkest times I feel like G-Eazy, cause all I got is me, myself, and I when it's dark out. Cause Drake is saying life is good, that this is all God's plan, but when it rains it pours and this shit is non-stop. Whenever life is going bad, that's why my doubt starts creeping in. My mind starts spinning like a drunk driver trying to learn to parallel park inside a cul-de-sac. I need a woman who's hella smart like Hermione Granger, but got an ass like she is Doja Cat. I know she hates it when I tell her I hate her, but man, I love it when she yells and it's so speed back. Cause I'm toxic, I'm a Scorpio, it's written in my blood. I'm a prophet, I'm the deepest type of thinker. Love the things that pique my interest, but I'm really not so interested in love. Only pay me with respect, or otherwise it's only insufficient. Type of girls, cause call you the wrong name and tell you I love you, then don't fuck that brother that they use, and they tell you that they miss you, then get pissed when you get distant like they got some bitch judge. God, yeah. But I'm the asshole, right? No, I'm the big bad guy, cause I just call you out but never call you back because your daggone lies. Used to fantasize about you and I. Now I'm thinking maybe I should just cancel ties because I hate who I'm becoming. Angry and so vulnerable, anxious, less approachable. To you I'm just a PlayStation. How you keep on making me controllable, behaving inappropriate to it. All you do is play these fucking games, but I don't know the rules. You're only making time for just a couple people, and I know that I am not one of the chosen few. There's a difference between what I want and what I need. I used to simp all over you, but this is what I'm supposed to do. I used to think that you and I were picture perfect. Now I think it's time to quit the photo shoot. Fuck. I used to drink and tell the memories of us would fade. Stupid how I thought that that's the way that I would change. I can move mountains, but you're standing in my way. Laughter's the best medicine, and smiles ease the pain. But these fake smiles got me lashing out and saying things I shouldn't say. Got me burning bridges down that were so hard to walk across. Got me in my feelings now, my peers used to manipulate me with hopes to watch me slip and watch me fall. But look at me now, look at the features and look at the crowds. Look at the people who spoke up my name with the foulest intention, who now put a foot in their mouth. Say I play victim cause I cut them off like a hangnail. Now it's ironic, they're pointing the finger at me. I'm the one that they talking about. Oh Lord, got these fake smiles around me every day now. Got these people talking about me, what they say is foul. Sometimes the people that you take a bullet for are the ones that got you aimed down. Oh Lord, got these fake smiles around me every day now. Got these people talking about me, what they say is foul. Sometimes the people that you take a bullet for are the ones that got you aimed down. I used to write and tell the memories of us were gone. Crazy how I thought that that's the way that I move on. Wounds are bound to heal, but remains are all these scars. If laughter's the best medicine, then my smile's not too strong. Cause these fake smiles surround me, they empower all my guilt. But I wear my mistakes proudly like I'm captain with this shield. And to say I run from problems is like saying I don't feel. I just choose to drop these people who exacerbate my will. You're unsatisfied with life, so you just cling to mine. You put all these walls, but you're just a glass house I can see inside. Funny how your girl says I'm the bad guy when the truth is she don't know the man she sleeps beside. Please advise that I took a step back to redefine who's a priority versus who tortures my peace of mind. I'm not avoiding things, I just make choices that you don't agree with. But honestly, I am just done with your ego and trying to feed it. If life is a journey that we design, I get the privilege who joins me. Who gets to See it. Got these fake smiles around me every day now. Got these people talking about me, what they say style. Sometimes the people that you take a bullet for are the ones that got you aimed down. Oh Lord, got these fake smiles around me every day now. Got these people talking about me, what they say is foul. Sometimes the people that you take a bullet for are the ones that got you aimed down. Why explain myself when your goal's to misunderstand me? Why go so in depth over feelings you keep devaluing? Why should I waste my breath on this message that you keep doubting? And why should I hear you out when your judgment is more than cloudy? It's flawed, broken, fraudulent, lost. It's always caught up in women, how much that this to that cost. I put my life in this music, I put my life in my palm. You put your life in that bottle, then pinned it up right on that Instagram wall. See all these fake smiles, got me living less elusive while I read between the lines. Got me walking straight and narrow, but I'm speaking out of spite. Got me hearing such an earful, I'm the man that you don't like. All I ask is that you please make up your mind, cause when I was a drunk, all you did was look down on me. Then I got sober and cleaned up my act, now you laugh at me. Talking sarcastically, gossip or casually, scoff and take jabs at me when I'm not there. Praying for days I fall off, no one catches me. Taxing my patience and taxing my sanity. I am so sick of these fake smiles that keep surrounding me. Oh Lord, got these fake smiles around me every day now. Got these people talking about me, what they say is foul. Sometimes the people that you take a bullet for are the ones that got you aimed down. Oh Lord, got these fake smiles around me every day now. Got these people talking about me, what they say is foul. Sometimes the people that you take a bullet for are the ones that got you aimed down. Oh Lord, I got these fake smiles around me every day now. Got these people talking about me, what they say is foul. Sometimes the people that you take a bullet for are the ones that got you aimed down.
All right, man. That's so good. And actually, I'm pretty sure Fake Smiles is what you sent me a clip of.
It was, yeah. He launched it like 4 or 5 days prior on Spotify. Yeah, and it's an incredible song, and that I could relate to it word for word. I'm like, this isn't stuff I normally listen to, but I love it so much, and super cool.
It's a great set that he did, and like I said, I hope everybody wasn't too. Hopefully, your kids get out of the room for the second song if there aren't any, because that's more of him having fun. I feel like
next time we'll put a disclaimer that
it's all good.
As long as either way,
as long as we're telling people ahead of time, I don't think it really matters. So
yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
great. But yeah, he is busy in the studio and get ready to do a few shows, which I mean, I support that 100%.
He's grown just since he's been on our show. I mean, when he first came on our show, I think he was around 35 to 40,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, roughly, and now he's up to like almost 100,000. I mean, he's exponentially growing, and I think being somebody that came from just a social media kind of picking up, and then
only TikTok.
Just TikTok, yeah. I mean, now on YouTube he's even blowing up. So I mean,
yeah, that was one thing that I noticed, and that's one thing that I've done with all of you, guys, all the artists, even with Awesome Ray, just like kind of seeing like what are the trends, what we could do, and if there's anything that I notice from an algorithm standpoint, I just want to share that information. Like, hey, what can we do to help you grow? That'd be great.
Yeah, and then that's that's what we're doing tonight. We're giving exposure to artists, even if they don't need it. But we appreciate you, and we want to do anything we can to help you guys out. So,
I do want to share something though. Interesting enough, because we're talking about mental health. I actually want to share something that it was a conversation I had with my therapist last year, actually, and my therapist asked me, "What is love?" And I said, love is simple. I can understand. I can explain that. She's like, okay, go ahead. And I said, well, you have different types of love. You have unconditional love and you have conditional love and common love for one another. And I said that unconditional love is like sharing your favorite song with somebody that you love, that you enjoy, that makes you happy, makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel, right? You just enjoy a song, and
Right.
sharing that song. If you truly love somebody unconditionally, it's sharing something that you enjoy about life, such as a song, with somebody else without the expectation that they're going to love it, appreciate it, like it, or acknowledge it to the same degree that you do. The fact is that I want to share something with you because I enjoy it. You don't have to, but
Yeah.
that's it. So like, this is my unconditional love for humanity of, hey, these are things that I really enjoy. I don't need you to like it, but just understand I want to share it with you because it's something that means a lot to me.
Right.
Thought that was kind of neat. Yeah.
That's neat. There's a lot to it. I mean, the music definitely speaks to a lot of people in a lot of ways. And that's why I think, I know there's a lot of people out there that are stuck on certain genres of music only. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a lot of good music and good artists out there that can be seen just by helping, and just stuff like this. We got people on here watching tonight that came on for a certain artist.
Yeah.
And that might be the only genre of music that they listen to. But
true. Yeah. Speaking of that, like I shared some songs and some artists with my mom, and I grew up listening solely to country music with my mother, and like older music with my dad at a young age. And I learned I kind of had like PTSD flashbacks listening to country music because it took me back to like my childhood and like just stuff that happened. And so when I got older, I listened to very different music, right? And so living in Florida from 1999 to 2001, right? It was like Blink-182, Cisco, Eminem was just coming out being really big and stuff. And I remember when I moved to Utah, it was 2002, 2003. I listened to Taking Back Sunday for the first time and I hated it. And now like I'm really good friends with those guys. But the point is, like, I never would have listened to that music, and even though like I hated it, I learned to enjoy it. And the reason why I didn't like it, I had to ask myself this, like, why don't I like this? Is because it's unfamiliar and I couldn't relate to it at the time because music helps me express and feel emotions that I can't verbally speak out loud, right? And so just like with music, you have genres that you'd go to, like if you're sad or if you're angry, like for the gym, I'm going to listen to like the Browning and the Bullet for My Valentine, right? Like just stuff like that. Versus when I'm in the car and I'm like in a singing mode with my son, we listen to Glass Animals or whatever it is that he wants to sing. And then when I go to a concert, I'm like, okay, what's the difference between different concerts, the EDM stuff, whatever. And so it's just very interesting. You're like, okay, you have to try out this out or experience or like listen to these things. And that's what I love now with musicians working together and collaborating on something that normally wouldn't exist. You're like, wait, what? Yeah. This is great. Or like rock renditions of like pop songs, right?
Yeah, like Ray Ray's cover of Plastic Hearts.
Oh my gosh, I've had that on repeat, not gonna lie. It's just really good.
So. Which is not being shared tonight, people. You'll have to go to his YouTube channel and see that. It's a wonderful song as well, but yeah.
I digress.
It is neat. I love hearing covers, like just the different styles of covers too. So I hear you.
What was it? It was like Punk Goes Rock or something like that.
Yeah,
it was like one of the original ones, and then it's that entire series. But it was actually the Atticus series, the CDs, and it would have like it was like a mixtape of all of these artists that were just coming on to like Interscope Records and things back in the day. And that's how I would discover new music. If you guys remember, like, how did you discover new music prior to the internet and social media really taking off? It was, you would go to concerts and you'd go to events and people would be handing out like their EPs or their whatever they call them, burn CDs, blank CDs with like a Sharpie written on them. I still have some original ones from bands that are huge now, and I'm like,
I used to have like cases.
Yeah, I still do. I found some the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like now it's that there are so many different platforms to get your content out there. It's almost like the world is making it easier for you to become a creator. It's like
Right.
We're here to create an experience for other people. Like, and I say that every day is, you know, what kind of experience do I want to have today? What kind of experience do I want to be for the world? And it's like, if I were to create music or a song, what genre would I pick? What kind of emotion do I want to have? What kind of message do I want to portray? And that's, I think, like, to me, music is like the universal language. So I have a tattoo like on my wrist and my arm, you know, it's everywhere I go. I can't literally carry it on my body.
Yeah, man, music is very inspirational to a lot of people that I've met, and in whatever way it is. And actually, you know, this next artist, Luna Ace, she's been singing for, I think, about 10 years now, and I don't think that she cares so much about the exposure, just the enjoyment of doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what most of these, pretty much all the artists on here tonight have been that way. And you know, some of them want the exposure, some don't necessarily need it, but you know, they want to be a part of this, you know, what we're doing. So Luna, you know, she jumped on here towards the end of us putting this together, and I appreciate the fact that she was willing to put something together for us so quick. She does have one full single out now. I believe it's actually on this list of songs that she prepared for us, Unity. And it's more like a spiritual R&B soul style music, and it definitely helps with the diversity of the music that we've been playing tonight. So
I agree. Quick fun fact about her. I actually connected with her outside of TikTok, social media, music, back in May. And it was from The Pattern, which is the app that I share with all my friends and all my employees, actually, because I just find it fascinating. But I found her on there, and we connected and talked and became friends. And then it was, honestly, it was a shock when you said, I found this new person, I added it, and I didn't think about it because I didn't really recognize her name. And then our graphic design team came out with the flyer for her, and I'm like, 7 months later, I'm like, we reconnect. Hi.
Yes.
Wow. It was just, that was such a
awesome
neat experience.
Yeah. And have you listened to any of her music yet, or no?
I previewed the first 30 seconds of it the other day in between, you know, all the shows and stuff that we've got going on, but I'm very excited for this.
All right. Me too. I am too. And I know this as well. Let's get into Luna.
Excellent.
Hello, Luna, a singer-songwriter, as well as a conscious content creator and business owner. I know I do a lot of things, but primarily, I believe that music can help you through some dark times and can also uplift your spirit and connect you to others. And I feel that I connect best with others through music, and it's one of my passions that I've done since I was a child. So I'm happy to share these songs with you. They're original pieces by me, and I hope you enjoy. I'm here to spread love and peace and unity. I love you so much. Enjoy.
Goes around, goes back around, and you will finally see that you can't take anything from me. You can't take anything from me. Oh, don't you make me say it, 'cause I know the game you're playing. Gotta love the ego it is. You know that you're losing, no. You say you love me, but you lie through your teeth, and your actions don't match all the words that you speak. No, this ain't karma, is a bitch, yeah, but only if that's what you call her. And
And I know that I got myself to fight. So now I chill and I get real high. When I get high, why do we get high? I don't know, why do we stay high? Yeah. Oh, why do we stay high? Oh, why do we stay high? So high, so high. So I'm flying high in the stars. I don't think of you, no. I'm flying over you. The level up is real. I got stars in my eyes now. Now finally you see. Goes around. Cause I finally do finally see that you can't take anything from me. You can't take anything from me. As we rise above the sky, I feel connected in our vibes as we sail away to another life. I feel the oneness of our lives. We're unity, 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 unity. Unite every soul intertwined. I see the universe in you. And we'll live forever. Energies never destroyed. And we'll live forever. Maybe it's lifetime more than or the next. I feel our souls realign. Shift to the frequency of love. I've never seen a light like yours, shining brighter than the sun. We're unity, 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 unity. You and I and every soul intertwined. I see the universe in you. And we'll live forever. Energies never destroyed. And we'll live forever. Maybe in this lifetime more than next. Or the next. Unity, 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 unity. consciousness. I am infinite divine consciousness. It creates infinitely divine in every way. I am a unique emanation of a divine presence of love. Infinite divine consciousness. I am aware of infinite love, cosmic being of divine love, residing within you.
Right on, man. Right on. Hey, Dr. Glenn Doyle, man. He hopped on here.
Excellent.
He is one of the organizers for Seek Safely, which we are donating well over $200 to tonight. And if it was so, thank you guys for helping make this happen. And Glenn, thank you for hopping on tonight. I know you're a busy man. But hey, Luna's set, man, that was very unique. I like how it was, the live feed, how she had the audio in the background like that as well. That's also very soothing.
Yeah.
So, man, that's tonight's just going so great, and Ray, you're up next, man, and we have an interesting story about Awesome Ray. It's
We
funny 'cause
do.
this is another TikTok thing where I saw him on a
Uh-huh.
post and I messaged him and I was like, "Hey, man, you want to come on my podcast?"
Yeah.
And I feel like since that day, we've just been good friends.
Yep.
We've all been really good friends.
We have. Yeah. It was interesting too because we had that podcast. I was trying to drive from my sister's in Morgan in Utah, over the mountain essentially, and it just like the storm was crazy, and I couldn't make it home in time, and so I ended up pulling over like in a parking lot and just joined on my phone because I didn't want to miss it. And it was because of our interview with him and a question that I asked him and his response that like when we got off the phone, that's what I was like, hey, we really should, why don't we partner with a nonprofit that helps with mental health awareness and tools? And it was because of our podcast in the lounge and one of those interviews that that idea spawned, and I'm like, this just feels right. And I think we decided like in that moment on that phone call, there's like, we're going to do this. And I love that. And so every A Tour to You concert that we do, because this is a series that we're going to continue doing and improving upon and bringing on new musicians to showcase that. But it gives us an opportunity to really give back to the community in all aspects. Right. And so it's just been really cool. So that was my take on Ray.
Yeah.
And among many other things.
And another thing about that to throw in there is that I was trying, I was reaching out to people about this concept, for quite a while, and well, why can't artists just do this themselves? Why can't, what makes it different? And that's what the charity concept comes in, because it's like we're bringing artists from multiple genres together, but we're doing it for a good cause. And then the concept behind it from each artist giving their input, like each artist that we've had on has said something about how music has helped them, and that's fantastic. It just makes the concept work so much better. So yeah, and Ray's been a good friend now since we've had him on, and I feel like I taught him pretty much daily. And he's all over the place. He just recently did a little traveling and did Plastic Hearts in California, and you actually went and saw him in Vegas and helped him do the shoot.
Yep.
So we've been very interactive with him over the last couple months. So
yeah, that was kind of crazy, because it was the day after your birthday that I just drove down to Vegas to meet him. Like, he flew in on the 6th in the morning, and we drove straight from Salt Lake after my doctor's appointment with the VA. And so we left at like 2:30 in the afternoon. It's about a 6-7 hour drive. So we drove straight there. And as I'm driving there, Ray gets a recording studio for us to film and to just meet. Because I was like, why not? I'm one of those guys. You just tell me, hey, I'm going to be close. I'm like, shoot, like I'm going to do a drive to Denver here pretty soon. And I plan on meeting Nev. So if anybody's around here, you tell me where to go, I'll just do it. Like, why not? So he did. He did that. We drove straight to his hotel. I had to run in and go to the bathroom, helped him grab his stuff. We went straight to the recording studio, recorded for like 2 hours, and then went and hit the Strip, Fremont Street, filmed. I gave him one of my bracelets, and then left.
And he was very
appreciative. 3.5, 4 hours tops. And we had pizza as well, and at the very end, because you have to. We're just a bunch of Ninja Turtles. It's fine. I'm the purple one. It's fine. We're good. But yeah, it was cool, and I'm excited for this.
Yeah, you want to get into it?
Of course. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this because I only worked on part of this set, and you and Coda finalized the rest of it with Ray. So I'm in for a treat.
Here we go.
It's gonna be a crazy one right here. She said, please, that's screaming on your knees. She cried away last time, baby, do another cry for me. Well, darling, I got it done. Yes, baby, I'm on the run. I do let my nigga put it down, let that pretty thing shine for show. Bang, bang. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. You see, that lady stole my medicine. Now I got her body and the law on my tail. I slam my Camaro and drive. Hell, I do it for the thrill of the high. I worked hard on my life and this ain't right. Who cares? But life ain't fair. I'ma tell the judge, give me the chance. And if I make it that far, I become a real star. Hell on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Let me see your hands. Mr. Sheriff, don't do it. Dear God, please. Like a crime, painted message. Dear God, please. Sheriff, don't do it. Please, please, please. Like a crime, painted message. Please, Mr. Sheriff, don't do it to me. Live the life of crime, painted message. Please, Mr. Sheriff, don't do it to me. Live the life of crime, painted message. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the
Yeah, you ready for this one right here? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Wait a minute, I'm the last desperado. I'm the last one to follow. I'm better than you. Going off that space cushion, y'all know what I'm saying. No remote control, but games I don't be playing. Still a bomb, chicks and galaxy rips. I swear I'm flying in y'all. Let the things go, I'm so cold. I'm the last desperado. And I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm the last desperado. Fiction's on, y'all can play with me. No more games, no, I'm the fire than you. I mean what I say, and I'm fire than you. And I'm the last desperado. Phase 2 at a hyper speed. We all suffer from atrophy to a higher plane. It's whack to be stuck in the rug, looking back at me. Geographically, I'm coasting. While you lame niggas is loafing off that space cowboy floating. The truth is the only potion. Feel the motion, smooth as motion. Desperado, swinging, roping. Is there anybody left who still believes and hoping in a hero? This asteroid is flying out of control. Close your eyes and let go. I'm the last desperado. And I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm the last desperado. Fiction's on, y'all can play with me. No more games, no, I'm the fire than you. I mean what I say, and I'm fire than you. And I'm the last desperado. 2, 3, 2, 1. We coasting. 3, 2, 1. We rolling. 3, 2, 1. We gliding. 3, 2, 1. I'm the last desperado. Fiction's on, y'all can play with me. No more games, no, I'm better than you. I mean what I say, yeah, I'm better than you. And I'm the last desperado. Fiction's on, y'all can play
about 2 years ago. I got COVID and almost passed away. And then as soon as I got better, my father unexpectedly passed away. And then life just got really shitty. And things got to a point, got really bad, where I didn't want to be here anymore. And I had a breakdown. Was going to take my life. And then I decided to get some help. And not just the music and entertainment business, but all of us, regardless of what we do. I think we all have to address mental issues and battles and depression, suicide, especially being Black is something that we don't talk about. And I think it's important that we talk about it. So this is called therapy.
I think I need to take another second and breathe. What's inside of you is inside of me. Therapy. I think I need to take another second to breathe. What's inside of you is inside of me. Therapy.
3:45 in the morning, heart racing fast, no yawning. Looking at the circles in the ceiling, trying to describe this feeling. See, normally I am the cool one, and maybe I should go for a cool run. Break telling myself, be a fool, son, and reach for the tool, no good, bruh. And dancing around this stick, but they say raise a real go-getter, but lately I cannot go figure. Circumstance can be a real killer. Please don't judge me. The boy gets ugly. If fuck, just hug me. Loved ones scream at me. Damn, I need therapy.
I think I need to take another second and breathe. What's inside of you is inside of me. Therapy. I think I need to take another second to breathe. What's inside of you is inside of me. Therapy.
Ruined relationships, making myself sick. I wanna quit, but there's a better me, a better we. And let it go eternally. And being great, we learn to be. Release the stress and let's be free. I think I found the heaven key. It manifests our destiny. We all go through ups and downs. I'm trying to spread the word around. Anxiety be fighting me. Depression teach a good lesson. But you gotta walk, you gotta feel. We can survive, man, this shit is real. I preach to you as you preach to me. We all just need some therapy.
I think I need to take another second and breathe. What's inside of you is inside of me. Therapy. I think I need to take another second to breathe. What's inside of you is inside of me. Therapy.
Wow, that was great. And that live set at the end there, Ray, was awesome. I really like that.
Yeah. I love how everybody displays things a little bit differently. You have the opportunity to do so. So there's a lot of different ways to go about things. And hopefully we all kind of learned something today. Like, oh, I didn't think about that. Or, different think outside of the box type thing. That's what I like doing anyway. So thought process.
I agree. Me too.
Yeah.
And one thing I love about, Ray is his diversity as well, just in his music alone, he hits a lot of different genres, I feel like, in his music. So Ray, thank you for that. And, for being a friend and keeping in touch with us. And we just love seeing all of you grow. And we've seen, a lot of people. Oh, look at that. Scotty said, come to Nashville. Yeah, maybe Ray, maybe you and Scotty can meet up and do a show together. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, these, and not to jump into this last artist as quick as we did, because I love, Ray and all of his stuff. But the last one that we have on the lineup tonight is Darren Dowler. The funny thing about Darren is I actually met him when I first decided I wanted to podcast and have guests on. And we talked, and it turned out, he's a movie producer. He's got films out on Amazon and a few other things. And he's just a great guy, all around great guy. He's been on our podcast, and he lives right down the street from me. And he actually shops where I work. He's just a great guy.
How neat. I love that.
When we had him on our podcast, I remember talking for a minute about how he loved Kansas City because of people barbecued in their front
barbecue in the front yard.
Like, people do that.
I'm like, that's a thing. Still, that is like, wait, what? Okay, no, I've never heard of that. I've never seen it. But then again, I've only been through. I've driven through Kansas a few times. Yeah, I grew up in the South, man, and then I've lived in Utah since then.
There's not a lot to see here.
Oh, I know. Driving all the way across it was torture.
Just a straight line.
Tumbleweeds.
As long as you got decent alignment, you could probably sleep for an hour or so.
I may or may not have done that. I don't know. Like sleep paralysis, just like.
All right, so Darren actually compiled a few songs and some of his concert sets, and his is also very different than all the rest of these guys. And I love again, the difference between each set has been fantastic. So let's jump into this, and then we'll get everything wrapped up, guys. Again, thank you all for being a part of this. The chat's going, so that's fantastic. And yeah, great. Let's get into Darren.
Hey everybody, this is Darren Dowler, and I was asked the question, how has music helped me? Well, that'd be easier for me to answer if it was, how hasn't music helped me? Because music's been everything in my life since I was a young kid. 12 years old, I started sneaking out listening to blues bars and started learning to play guitar. And by 14, I was playing in pubs. And, when I was young, music kept me out of trouble. It gave me a way to make money. It gave me a great way to meet girls. It allowed me to start using sections, of my brain that I wouldn't have used otherwise. And I started creating, started writing. It allowed me to express myself, which then led later on to different things that I did, like acting and writing a novel. And so for me, music opened all of the creative doors in my mind. And I'll always be grateful to it for that. And I've always said I would not want to live in a world without music. Come on, 2, 3.
Let me touch that body of yours. So baby, well, your body's like a cancer. Back in school, when things were great, swimming pools and roller skates. We had so much fun back when we were young. We liked to party, we liked to dance, part-time jobs and sweet romance. Cool sexual sweats back when we were young. When we were young and we were cool, didn't have to work, play ball after school. Where has it all gone to? Where has time gone? When we were young and things were wild, but I guess that's yesterday's child. Where has it all gone so fast? When we were young. Smell of lip gloss and cheap perfume. We weren't allowed in each other's room. We had so much fun back when we were young. Stayed out late and snuck in bars, dancing, drinking loud guitars. We had life on the run back when we were young. When we were young and we ran free, life was such a dichotomy. Where has it all gone to? Where has time gone? When we were young and we ran wild, but I guess that's yesterday's child. How has it gone by so fast? When we were, where did it all go at last? When we were, was always such a blast. When we When we were young and we were free, life was such a dichotomy. Where has it all gone to? Where has time gone? When we were young and we were wild, but I guess that's yesterday's child. How has it gone by so fast? When we were, where did it all go at last? When we were, always such a blast. When we were young. When we were young.
Jumped on a boat for a cruise down to the islands. Made lots of money to float around on the sea. There were pineapples, coconuts, and all kinds of melons. And I'm not talking about the kind that grow on trees. My mouth watered as she ran on by, splashing through the water, she made me cry. Every time I saw her, I thought I'd die. Give me those, 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 give me those. Island girls, island girls, island girls. I want those island girls. Run down the beach, I'm tripping on beautiful bodies. I ask a girl by lay down and share his face. Lay on the beach and look up, uh-oh, I see he's there. It's his boyfriend and he wants to get down on smashing my face. My mouth watered as she ran on by, splashing through the water, she made me cry. Every time I saw her, I thought I'd die. Give me those, 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 give me those. Island girls, island girls, island girls. I want those island girls. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. My mouth watered as she ran on by, splashing through the water, she made me cry. Every time I saw her, I thought I'd die. Give me those, 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 give me those. Island girls, island girls, island girls. Give me those island girls, island girls, island girls. I want those island girls. smile comes over my face. That's when I know that way. What you do, but it's strong. I love my baby. Oh, and I know that you see, you need to find a woman like me. And I know I really got so much love. Oh, yeah, some kind of
All right. Darren, fantastic. Man, it's always great to have you a part of everything that we do. And your support on this as well. And to everybody that's been a part of this tonight, everybody that's bought tickets, every artist that's decided to be a part of this. It's been a fantastic opportunity, especially being something new.
Yeah.
It's
unreal.
And
But it is. It's real. We all did this together. Thank you.
Right.
We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you.
It's been an incredible ride, and the fact that this is just the beginning makes it that much more interesting. You know, we've learned a lot of, you know, things that we could work on and improve on, but ultimately coming down to this moment and this show tonight, it turned out phenomenal. And I think that the live chat going on as well has been a big help. So, you know, I couldn't be happier with the way that the show turned out tonight.
I agree. This is pretty neat. I'm excited. And yeah, so now we're in a new year, right? Jukebox, what's next? What's next for us?
I mean, we've got, you know, JG's Lounge has been I've learned that I really enjoy what I've done with JG's Lounge, right? You know, I started out with Stardom, which was just about having people on and making them laugh and enjoying a good conversation. And then I started to have an artist on, and I was like, you know, I love music, so I want to do something else. So I started in the lounge, and it's, you know, having you come on, just, you know, you're such a lively person as well. And it's came together so great. And now not only am I podcasting, you know, I've got 2 established podcasts. I've got this virtual tour concept that's turned out phenomenal and will continue to happen probably every 2 to 3 months. I haven't determined yet, but we will continue doing it. Different charities each time, with the support of you guys. Thank you so much. And then I've also got a comedy improv show I've been, you know, working on, and it's incredible. You know, the people that I've met doing this has been a ride.
Good.
How about for you, man? You get a lot happening too.
I do. I launched my production company last year. I've owned a photography business for a couple years, and with my love for music. And so I am working with 4 new venue spaces. Some of them are bars and restaurants. Some of them are brand new, to create performances and shows of all kinds. Like I did a burlesque show last month. We have our own DJ shows. I'm doing stuff with hospitality groups from New York City, LA, Las Vegas, covering sports and stuff. And so it's been really neat doing that on the side, but also, you know, doing photos. I'm actually doing a documentary about Salt Lake City. So a lot of people see me at shows and they think I'm attending or I'm doing photography, but I've actually been doing research for the marketing
Yeah.
teams. And working with on my team, I have a lawyer, a lobbyist, people that are just from Ivy League schools that are part of Black Mirror Productions. And what we're doing is we're capturing the nightlife in Salt Lake City. And I'm helping. I'm on the design team for the amphitheater in Salt Lake City. That was the project that I was appointed. So that's what I'm working on this year, is helping artists on my end in person tell their story, following them around, doing live stuff, music videos, things like that on the media aspect, and then working on the docuseries for Salt Lake City, all the venues, and then giving positions to upcoming artists and performers and comedians and things like that. We have our dance performance on the 26th. Tomorrow we have our headliner. We have a couple musicians on our belt too, with talent acquisition and talent management. So our DJ is playing tomorrow at a show, 10 p.m. So it's just been really cool, just bringing all that together, and then podcasting with you and whatnot. So all media, music, film, documentaries. That's it, and I love it, and it's been really neat. So that's what I'm doing in 2023, is just expanding on that. I've got a team of 5 people, and what I do with you. Also, lastly, I'm launching my podcast, thanks to you and thanks to our team to do it, is Backstage with Brofiki. What I'm focusing on is telling the story about the people who help create a show. So I'm talking about the bartenders. I'm talking about the barbacks. I'm talking about the people taking the tickets and scanning the IDs, the security team, your LDs, your VJs, your sound, lighting, everything, like talent, just everything. And so that's what I've been focusing on lately, is when I'm at shows, I'm taking photos of the venue itself and telling those people's stories as to like why they're there.
Yeah. So it's a great concept. It definitely kind of backs what we are doing in the lounge with JG and Brofiki, the behind the scenes stuff, and more than just the music scene as well. So, and we've had so many people on. I've had a lot of people on over the last 2 years I've been doing this, and it's been incredible. And I can't continue to thank you all so much. And I just want to keep helping all of you and keep doing this, and it's so enjoyable for me. Jesse, thank you for helping me with this and being a part of this tonight. And
My pleasure,
I think we need to wrap this up, because we've been running 2.5 hours now.
Oh yeah.
My butt's hurting a little bit.
It's been too long.
But thank you all. And Scotty, if you do have plans, they're talking about in the chat how he loves Salt Lake. So if you have plans, I promise you that they can make a spot for you at one of their venues.
Absolutely. Same thing for you, Dylan. I'm going to bring you out here. Or when I'm traveling back east to my mother's, I will stop by Kansas City just for you.
Hey, man, it's a deal. Whether I'm coming there or you're coming here, we'll meet up.
Both.
All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks for keeping the chat going. Thanks for being a part of this. Thank you, Seek Safely. Dr. Doyle and Gene. Do you remember what's Gene's last name? Do you remember?
Nope.
Gene and Doyle. Gene and Dr. Glenn Doyle are both organizers for Seek Safely, and they're who we were in touch with during this whole process. And we will be giving them, what you guys have given us. And I'm glad that I get to be a part to support them. So Doyle, you can check him out on all of his social medias at Dr. Doyle Says. And
Gene Brown. There we go.
Gene Brown. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we will be in touch. Doyle, we'll be in touch, because I got to get some information from you.
I look forward to that. That's going to be cool. I'm glad.
Yes, I will.
Just
so, hey, everybody, thanks again. And shout out to everybody for such amazing sets tonight. And until next time, we'll see you around.
Thank you guys so much. Peace out, Cub Scouts. This is when you click the button.